and I'm about to break people's hearts. Now, guys, do you remember when your favorite celebrity, Nyashinskis, got married and people were like, oh my God, Amanda. Now, flash forward, they had the first child in February 2020, that's last year. But then the wife was Zia Bet, that's her name, just in case you didn't know her handle. And it was Zia Bet. So now Zia Bet has talked about postpartum and how it is like after you gain all that weight, and she felt like she was looking at herself in the mirror but she didn't like what she saw, and she knew she could feel better but she had to clearly go and do the work. So she went on through her social media. She shared and penned something that I think I should read for you so that you can get the hang of it. This is what she said. Post alert, I've really debated posting this transformation only because I can't believe that's how I'd be walking these streets and no one told me. Honestly, after bringing life to this world, anything beyond taking care of a baby is a favor. But I vividly remember looking in the mirror, just not liking how I looked or felt. I didn't want to feel like that anymore. I knew I could look better. I knew I could feel better. If that's you, regardless of whether you've had a baby or not, the biggest lesson I've learned in my health and fitness journey so far is to break that mental cage that take it a day at a time. I've tried keto, health eating, working out so many times, and it does get overwhelming to imagine your life without all those delicious things or just magically going to the gym every day. But just put your mind to that one day. Today I'm eating healthy and that's all the focus for that day. Tomorrow will figure itself out. Then do the same thing the next day and the next day. When the day gets hard, break it down to hours. These hours I'm eating healthy, etc. Until you acquire that discipline. So she further added that she feels strongly to share her journey because I know weight loss, staying healthy is a battle we all struggle with. I'll strive to be as real as possible in the hopes that I'll inspire, even if it's one person. Let me know what you'd like to know more about. And I know you're probably going there to ask about Nyashinskis because with all the baby, but that's not the point. The point is focus on you and take a day at a time until you achieve that body that you want. And it doesn't have to take like an entire year, you know, just work. Come on, days ni mob, then 20 hours. For 2 hours, I'll be eating healthy. Small too. And then Nyashinskis, of course, went to comment and congratulated his queen on the journey because he's seen it.
Yeah, definitely. New mothers definitely need to be not too hard on themselves because you have brought a life onto this earth. You know what I mean? That is an accomplishment by itself. You know, so the fact that she took it even day by day, even hour by hour, that's very good advice. Yeah, because it's very easy to give up and be like, I've eaten healthy for 2 days, you feel too. Yeah, it's very easy to give up. So break it down as much as you can.
It's so easy for mothers to just get that postpartum depression.
Yeah, because of that.
Because I've been there, you've been there.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know this. It's so easy. It takes you. It just takes
An
like a switch.
Yeah.
It's like a switch. Just flip it on, and that's it. You get that postpartum depression.
Yeah.
And guys are just literally like on. You were so skinny before. You had this nice figure, and you're feeling all nice, and then all of a sudden you have a kid, and everyone is just like, hey, alipata mtu yake kabomoka.
Akajiachilia. There's so many excuses. Alijiachilia juu ya mtu huyo. Ona sasa vile anakaa. Let me just tell you one thing.
It was a choice. What the hell?
Let me just tell you one thing. Baby steps count too. Remember that.
Yeah, that's very true. Yes. And Sharma, take us to the next story.
All right, so now the next story. Oh my God, when you guys were talking about being so when Nyashinskis got married, when Pascal Tokodi got married, when literally everyone else I had a crush on when I was back in high school.
Your heart was breaking left, right, and center.
My heart was breaking left, right, and center. You know. Now we have this DJ. He's a gospel DJ. He's called DJ Mzito. He got married literally this weekend. I think sometime this week, and this is so it's actually so happy and so motivating for me because you know when you say your dream wedding, it depends. It's relevant.
Everyone's dream is different.
Joyce has a dream wedding. You have a dream wedding. For me, it's totally different.
It's relative.
But for them, they went down the aisle, and guess how they came into the scene with a matatu.
In a chopper.
Hey, what?
It wasn't in a chopper, but they came in
ship?
with a matatu.
Wow.
And they were seated at the front with the driver, and then literally the whole bridal crew was at the back. So walikuwa nakuja, they were cheering, and everyone was so happy. And they just came there, and they're like, you know what? They made everything happen.
I hope
let's
we
have
have
a
a
look at the
video.
video. Yes.
Do we have the video directed?
Yes, we do.
Imechapa imetoka hiyo imechomoka. Ukipiga sana inachomokanga.
That is so unique.
What
Have you ever seen such a wedding?
Never.
Exactly. Kila mtu anakuja na limousine, Range Rover,
It's always
matatu.
extra, and
Yeah.
being in the public eye,
Yeah.
I am actually surprised, and to be honest, I'm humbled.
Yeah,
Me
it's so
too.
cool.
I'm
I find it so
humbled.
cool, honestly.
Because committee mnatengenezanga
Yeah.
za church za
Mnachanga,
wedding.
mnachanga.
Sasa
Hey.
usichange sana,
Yeah.
usiumize pia waraia. Hatuna pesa huku nje. COVID happened.
Yeah.
So ingia matatu, ingia tuk-tuk. We exchange those snapshots. You know,
Would you do such a wedding?
I would.
Would you make such an entry?
I would.
What?
you?
That is
I
so
would
cool. I mean, I wouldn't,
absolutely
but
would.
I enjoy watching it.
You would. To be honest, I don't think I would
Yeah,
as
I
well. But now
wouldn't,
that I'm
but I
seeing
enjoy
it, I'm just
watching
like,
it.
oh my god,
Yeah.
you know, it's actually sweet.
It's so
and
cool.
nice.
Yeah, it's
I think
absolutely amazing.
it's easier said
Than
now
done.
that I think sometimes when you can afford it, you
Yeah.
don't look at it like
True.
unaona, but sasa anaweza afford, but amechoose
Exactly.
kufanya hivi.
Yeah.
So
True.
That
And then
is
you know
so
when they
cool.
always say live within your limits.
Exactly.
Yeah. Live
Hiyo ndio
within
limits
your
zao,
limits.
and they're not ashamed about it.
You know,
In
and
fact,
they
it's a
probably-
very cultural thing, you know?
Yeah.
Because you know in Shags,
Matatu
if you
culture
if you
even.
grew up in Murang'a, if you grew up in Kisii, kuna culture za huko, but if you grew up in Nairobi, culture ni matatu. It's
Yeah.
very cultural.
That's true. We all use
So
the
speaking,
matatus.
so speaking of cars, let's talk about